Good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. I'm your host, Keith Parris. I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. Good morning, Debo.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jermaine.
Good morning, Bishop.
How's everybody this morning?
Great.
So, Jermaine, you're the sixth person.
Yeah.
Only six people are allowed to call me Bishop.
Bishop.
One of them passed.
Oh,
The story I was just telling you about the young lady with.
yeah.
But everybody else, I got the story behind that nickname is one day we were talking and I said, I'm the bishop of Nowhere Institutional Full Gospel Church of the Firstborn, patiently waiting on the Lord, Missionary Baptist Church.
You stay Baptist, huh?
Baptist born, Baptist bred, Baptist dead. I mean, I'm a God. To be a Baptist, This is Women's History Month, and certainly I'm going to bring in some guests around women's history. The two young ladies that came in, Kim and Hope, some of the first women, particularly Black women, who went to Milwaukee Tech. But I wanted to do something because when we think about history, we have a tendency to think about it in terms of notable people in history. But all of us are creating and living Black history, right? Our lives is all those things, and I got in trouble. One of the many reasons, there were some people in a particular situation that didn't like me, but they really didn't like me because I quoted my mama. And I was thinking, here's my question: did you have a quotable mama? I mean, just some things that your mama said that was so quotable, all as part of our little micro Black history. So let me read this. If you grew up with a Black mother, you already know some of the best wisdom you ever heard didn't come from a textbook, a professor, or a motivational speaker. It came from your mama, usually while she was standing in the kitchen, driving the car, or looking at you a certain way. Black mothers have a way of saying things that are funny, sharp, and deeply wise all at the same time. They can correct you, humble you, and educate you in one sentence. For example, I'm not one of your little friends. Translation, let's be clear about the chain of command in this house. Don't let the streets raise you. That wasn't just a warning, it was a whole philosophy about character, reputation, and staying on the right path. My favorite, you better act like you got some home training, which meant I did not spend all this time raising you for you to embarrass me in public. I brought you into this world and I can take you out. Now, we all know she wasn't literally planning anything. I'm going to disagree with that. But somehow that sentence got carried enough authority to make you straighten up immediately. Well, ask Marvin Gaye. But here's the thing about Black mamas saying. They might make you laugh now, but at the time they were serious business. Those words carried discipline, protection, and love all wrapped together. Many of our mothers and grandmothers spoke with the same kind of sharp, memorable wisdom that you hear in voices of our great Black storytellers like Maya Angelou or the bold truth-telling spirit of Fannie Lou Hamer. It's a tradition of speaking truth plainly and powerfully. And years later, some things are still funny. You catch yourself saying in the same lines. One day you're talking to your kids and your niece or somebody's child, and suddenly you hear yourself say, "Did you lose your mind? Because I'll help you find it." And in the moment you realize mama didn't just give you sayings, she gave you wisdom that sticks, humor that heals, and lessons that last a lifetime. Because Black mothers don't just raise children, they raise storytellers, history makers, and eventually we all start quoting them. So, do you have a quotable mama? Man, I have so many, and a lot of them I incorporate into my program. But this quotable Black mamas.
Yeah, I know. My mom, she used to say, "Though if I hit you, I declare I didn't mean to miss you."
Ooh.
So it'd be like, whoa, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay,
Now,
brother.
this I didn't realize with universal black people all over the world, well, all over America, was I'm going to get on you like white on rice.
Like white on rice. Well, those was for the Christian saints. For those worldly saints, they was like flies on.
Oh, yeah, flies on
Yeah,
some.
yeah. That was the worldly folks.
Yeah, so but it was all the wisdom
Yeah.
that you would hear that was compacted in those sayings. People talk about my Uncle Money, who was a legend, and Uncle Money. I think it was wow. There used to be a bar on the corner of Third and Right, King and Right is where the Office of Equity for the county is in that building. I don't know if it's the right spot, but right there on the corner. So my uncle, who here's what it was, and we talk about those beer muscles. For him, it's like wine super strength. Now he weighed about a buck 30, buck 35 with his clothes on, right? He ain't got no size. So he's there with my other uncle. He get to talking crazy. Okay. I mean, then it's on and cracking, right? So we come by the house. We're at my grandmother's house. He come by the house, and this dude looked like he'd been through a meat grinder, right? And this is what I love about black people and black men in particular. So we looking at him, looking at my uncle. He took it too, the other uncle. And he's going on about what he did to those dudes in the bar. He just going, oh, and then and I did this, and I had to do that, da, 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 da. And my mama looked at him. She said, yeah, everybody had an axe but you. I know what you said, but I know what I see. And it looks like you just took one, like you took a serious L. Yeah. So I mean, when you would sit there, and I'm trying not to be that dude, I'm older. So when you're talking to young people, come on, come over here, come on over here and sit down. And what did Nate say? I ain't telling you what I heard, telling you what I know. I'm trying not to be that guy. You want to have these conversations. One, I don't even know if they're even listening. Like here you go. They just shut you down. Here come the old guy stuff. But even and that gets into even how we talk to children, talk to young people, right? And we talk to them from a perspective of being at our current age, which means that we've lived life. We got, oh, here's another one of my mom's favorite quotes, right? You got bought sense. Like you all of a sudden now you talking all wise and intelligent and sober, but let's look at the video. Because how did I arrive at this point? And that becomes this thing about wisdom is derived through experience. You can have all the book knowledge in the world, but until that book knowledge has been put up in a practical situation and you allow to, or do you choose to apply it, then that's where the rubber hits the road. Sunday school lesson was taken from James, where James talks about how, in effect, love is a verb, not so much a noun, right? And what it means is that love has a corresponding action. Somebody close to me say, if you love me, buy me something, right? You need to show me that you love me. And so even in relationships, and I know George gets frustrated, like he knows that Trump is lying, but Trump supporters don't seem to care. Because there's a lot of us out there who would prefer the lie over the truth, because truth can be very painful. Truth can be very uncomfortable, and I think that that's why sometimes people try to avoid the truth. So as Lieutenant Colonel Jessup said, that you can't handle the truth. And that's true. I mean, you know, there are a lot of things out there we're just not prepared for. Um, so it really does come down to if we care about something, then there should be a corresponding action to that thing that we've identified that we care about. Um, you can. Who is this? Wow. You wonder how people get your number?
I mean, and it's not listed.
It's a cell phone.
Yeah, but you can still hide it though.
Yeah, but cell phone numbers are not listed, are they? I mean, unless you put it on the application, emergency contact. But
So how would they get it?
I'm gonna tell you how they get it. And I appreciate the conversation Michelle was having. You know, when you go to, let's say, I decided Jermaine Rideout is running for alderperson, and I do a contribution to Jermaine Rideout, and they have you fill out this donor card, and there's all this information on the donor card, and there might be on the box, are we allowed to use this information? And what they're then going to do is sell your information, you know, to people. They put together a list. Last night I got a text message from is it James Tallarico, the young man that won the Democratic primary in Texas as a fundraiser. I don't know him, but I've probably gone to an event, probably an event sponsored by the Dems, filled out a card, right? They have the contact information. It goes into a database. They sell the database, right? They're like how many of you all are getting unsolicited calls and text messages around selling your house? How did they get your number? Something you probably signed up for. Did not check the box saying you cannot use this information other than this particular purpose right now. They then sell your list to someone, and then people are soliciting on the list. And I didn't even hear this whole thing, you know, because and I don't know if it's still, let me pull it up. They still have where you can take your name off of the, what is it? You're on the no call list where people can't call you or text you. See if that's still available. No call list. Because even my mother on her landline, she wanted to know, why are these people calling me? It was something she probably did. It could have been a credit card company. Let's see. How do I put my phone on the no call list? It's free and easy. You register yourself at donotcall.gov or by calling 1-888-382-1222 from phones you want to register. And then how do I stop spam calls? Same thing. Hey, that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. But you're getting a lot. Now, my phone identifies spam for the most part, but people are being very creative, and they're using local area codes. And so you think it's somebody, but if and then the other thing is, if Rideout calls me, Rideout is in my phone. He's in my directory, so it'll come up Rideout. But then you get these calls, and yeah, I mean, especially now because something that Trump said he was going to try to stop was these national realtor groups that are going up buying up houses, right? I mean, they go out, you put the house on the market, they will buy the house. There are people now, and then they'll rent the houses out, right? Or they'll do long-term leases on the house. And that's driving up the cost of housing. There was just a drop in the interest rate for mortgages. I think it dropped under 7%. It's like 6.2. And here's the other thing, is just talking about why the housing costs are so high. Some of the materials that we use to build houses in America comes from Canada, right? Well, Canada has this tariff. Anyway, they did. I don't know what he's doing now. He did the 15% across the board. And understand why Donald Trump is doing tariffs. He's doing tariffs because the great beautiful bill has so blown up the national debt, right? The deficit, that he's trying to cover the deficit and do other things because a tariff is a tax. And that's why the Supreme Court, and somewhat surprising decision, because it was 6-3, said that only Congress can raise taxes. The president can't unilaterally raise taxes. Now, there are instances in a national emergency where the president has these executive powers where they can go in and they can do a tariff, but it has to be a national emergency. His national emergency was, well, you know what? We're getting ripped off by countries all around the world. That ain't even close to the truth. And the one, if anybody's ripping us off, it's China. But we're so dependent on products from China, right? That then we find ourselves. So that's why when, he did that, he did a 35% tariff on, no, it was like 150%. This dude just wakes up and makes up a number. And they were going like, no problem. Because there's such a demand for Chinese goods in America. At some point, you're going to get backlash from the American consumers. Even right now, they want this war, and it is a war, to end very quickly. Because as of this morning, there are no ships moving through what is the Strait of Hormuz? There's no. That's oil. 20% of the world's oil comes through that route. And so, and they just said that gas has gone up 25 cents.
So they also said that Trump had ordered for these Navy ships to escort ships through that part because they was talking about setting fire on anybody that tried to come through there.
And the shipping folks is supposed to be 68 on Monday.
Yes, I can't wait.
The shipping folks, sorry about that, Bubbles. But the shipping folks are saying that one, this whole insurance, because I think it's the wartime insurance, they dropped. They're not covering those tankers at this point, right? The risk is too high. And so then Trump said, well, we'll cover it. And people going like, we can't trust you to cover it. Right. And then they said, well, the military, but you might get one ship through, but what about the other ships? So this, and I'm still trying to follow the money on this. Like, okay, Iraq was Halliburton. I got it. That Halliburton was the company that Dick Cheney worked for, and they did all that rebuilding work in Iraq, right? Was it Root and Brown? They did work in Iraq. So people get money. Like the Afghan people did not want to see America pull out of Afghanistan because America, all the money they were pumping into the economy with these, what do they call their, are they SGOs? They're these governmental, they work with the CIA, okay? Part of what the CIA does is it goes in and it, it's paying folks, right? We pay folks, we get intelligence, we pay folks to fall back, they let the warlords continue to sell opium out of Afghanistan. So they talk about fentanyl, but no one is talking about the amount of opium that's flooding the market in Europe, right? If we're concerned about drugs and we're concerned about fentanyl. And isn't fentanyl produced in China the last time I checked? And, which gets us to, and you get really frustrated, to why we're doing this in the first place. Well, I just saw either Prime Video or Netflix have just put up the movie Wag the Dog with Robert De Niro and Dustin Hoffman. Watch that movie. So based on the premise of that movie was that the American president was in trouble. He had a relationship with an underage young lady. This is going to be a scandal. So in order to avoid discussion of the scandal, they went out and manufactured a war to the point that Woody Harrelson plays this war hero, right? Which was crazy. And then Dustin Hoffman is the director, but because he knows what the deal is, they end up killing him.
Because he was saying that he didn't want nobody to take credit for his work.
Right, because he was so egotistical about, doing what he did. So, you can have things out there. I thought it was interesting when Arizona was that Arizona talking about Knight Rider?
Yep. Someone Knight Rider.
Yeah, and the talking car and that interactive kind of thing
Yeah.
with the computer.
But that was crazy because that was in the 80s. That was in the 80s when Knight Rider came out. So when you really, really, really think about it, they was pretty much telling us what's to come.
I mean,
and we didn't see it then.
Today's science fiction is tomorrow's fact. Those of us who are old enough to remember the Jetsons,
that part, yeah.
If you remember that and the push buttons and everything, and he was
talking
robot. We came up with her name, Rosie
Yeah.
the robot.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so when you and there's a quote I love. It says, "History is prologue." Like there are things that.
Who was that one kid was Lost in Space? What was that robot's name?
Lost in Space.
Robot.
They just called him Robot.
He was just Robot. But in the what was the other movie? Forbidden Planet. I think he was Robbie.
The robot. Yeah, it was
yeah,
Robbie, yeah.
But I just thought he was just a robot. You know what? I'm gonna look that up.
You know the one I'm talking about with the whole family?
Yeah, Lost in Space. The Robinsons.
Will Robinson?
Yeah, Will Robinson was based on Robinson Crusoe. Everybody.
And that, you sure that robot's name was just Robot?
I thought I'll pull it up on break and we'll have an answer.
Man, that's crazy. Lost in Space. I remember watching that.
Oh, it's Throwback Thursday. You was
that.
watching it in syndication.
Yeah.
I remember watching it. I ain't gonna talk about how poor we are.
Oh, geez, here we go.
Huh?
Here we go.
You sure?
You and your Poe.
You sure you want to hear the Poe?
You could only afford 1-0.
That's good. That's good, man. We were so poor we could only afford 1-0. That's good. Devo, you a genius, man.
You get it.
You listening to Community Voice. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back to Community Voice. And I want to thank our crack research team. Yes, the robot was referred to in Lost in Space was robot or D9.
B9.
B9, the B9, yeah, B9 unit. Yep.
Is that the one with the he wasn't a member of the family. He was just weird. Was he supposed
Oh,
to be
that was
Martin?
Dr. Smith,
Dr. Smith, yeah.
who
okay.
was a what was that? Stowaway?
Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Wasn't he no, he wasn't a scientist.
Yeah.
He was just weird to me.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Let me it's Girl Scout cookie season. Mark your calendars and come out and support Girl Scout Troop number 37742 at the following location on March 7th at the Pick and Save located at 9200 North Green Bay Road, Brown Deer, Wisconsin, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And so if you want Girl Scout cookies, you guys eat Girl Scout cookies? No? You know, my
Don't do it, Debo. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you skating up there nice. Don't do it. Don't you do that, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do it. I'm warning you. Don't do it.
you set it up by asking that R. Kelly,
Keith
Sweat question. Then I'm sitting up here singing the stylistic. You a big girl now. No more daddy's little girl.
Yeah, but Debo going to.
No, I ain't said a thing. It's raining in the studio, Keith. You
Don't
see the
get
rain
me-
on the screen?
Debo.
I want to go outside.
In the rain.
In the rain.
May sound crazy.
And you both are musicians, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I was doing that, you a big girl now,
Mhm.
and you get to that part where he does that. Is there like some parts of a song that you just really get to, and you go like, yeah, I like that. And I could not hit that note.
That would be one for me on that particular song.
Is that
I
right?
mean,
Russell Tompkins
that's-
Jr. try to hit that note. So anyway, you Girl Scout cookies. I was watching. Thank you, Michelle. I was watching. I was watching Blackish, and because Michelle said she had started watching it, so I started watching Blackish. And do you know? And here's the question: there's an episode that they do where Pops is lying, and he tells this story about a nightclub back in the 30s. Who was the owner of that nightclub?
Pops.
On Blackish. Diddy was the owner. Yeah, it was Diddy. So my question is, now that Diddy has done what Diddy has done, and Diddy is sitting in jail, should we be running like episodes? Like, I don't know how much record play Robert Kelly is getting.
None. Well,
Okay.
he ain't getting none on mainstream radio, but
Okay.
but like
I'm sure people still.
like Apple Music and things like that. He's still streaming. But
Yeah. But so when I was looking at it, I'm wondering, should they air this episode because Diddy was in it?
yeah.
What'd you say? Oh, so Michelle says yes
Now,
because Diddy is getting out in 4 years.
now for those of you,
Should we wait till he get out? I mean, they running Cosby. They was running Cosby though when he was still in prison.
see? But did you see the Super Bowl commercial when 50 Cent, did the Super Bowl commercial for what was that for the food? What's the food? DoorDash.
Okay.
So he had referenced P. Diddy in when he was pulling out stuff, and he was talking about the 50 months and things like that.
Okay.
So those that knew P. Diddy's senses, 50 actually put it in the commercial.
This dude is the most petty. God, this dude is petty, man.
It was so funny, but people didn't catch it, but they explained it afterwards. When I would pull it up.
Oh man, dude is so petty, man. I guess whoever messed over him
did him wrong. Yeah.
I mean, he talked about somebody being on a revenge tour. Yeah. Oh man, so I'm not gonna do anything to piss off Mr. Curtis Jackson, because he got enough money. Well, he'll do a commercial. Yeah, here it is, right here. Okay. Well, we can't play it because he got music.
But I'll show you after.
Okay.
But yeah, he was talking about the time that 50 got. So he he's just dirty, man.
How about the four kids that are suing Michael Jackson's estate?
Oh wow. You talking about Floyd Mayweather?
Oh, I heard Robert Kelly getting out this month.
Robert getting out?
No, he actually just I heard that he was working on a project, but they're trying to figure out how is he working on it from prison. But I heard that some people tried to kill him in prison and they stabbed him a couple times.
That's a laugh, but
you think they tried to kill him when they stabbed him?
Nah, man. They tried to kill him.
That's what you said. I'm just going by what you said.
I mean, I was letting them know. I was letting them know what almost caused him to die. Now
that ain't what you said.
I said
tried to kill him when they stabbed him.
Yeah, because so you can get stabbed and they, but they're not trying to kill you.
When isn't the intent of stabbing somebody trying to kill him?
No, because so you can get stabbed in your arm.
No, but I'm saying you just missed.
Because it's the same difference. You say
where you stab him at.
He tried to kill him when you shot him.
No, it depends on the way you stab him at. Because I can stab you in your toe. I'm not trying to kill you. I can stab you in your feet. I'm not trying to kill you.
No, you stab me under the waist.
But if I stab you in your heart, I'm trying to kill you.
But they said that's why, like, when people would shoot you, they shoot you below the waist.
Yeah.
Because it's not attempted murder.
It ain't attempted murder, but anything.
But think about it.
But you can still hit
Sean Taylor.
You can still hit the artery.
You can hit Sean Taylor.
Yeah. I mean,
he got stabbed in the artery and he bled to death.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was so grateful when the incident happened with my daughter, because she was hit in her. So, because I know people that got shot in their leg and passed away. So, but the whole thing is, if you shoot a person below their waist, it's not considered attempted homicide.
Because there are no vital organs.
Right. But if I shoot you, chest, neck, and head, I'm trying to kill you. So that's.
But I'm thinking anytime you shoot somebody, you trying to kill them, right?
Well, I think if you get to the point where you stabbing somebody, you intending to cause some major harm.
No, I'm trying to hurt you.
So you don't know what.
Kill you.
Well, like with certain females, when they get mad at their spouse or their other half, and they stab you in your arm or stab you.
Oh, she sent it a message.
Yeah, she put a message in the bottle.
Message in the bottle, baby.
For me.
Yeah, send telephone. The Lord sending for you.
Send for me.
Well, we got a song for everything.
Hey,
man, there are so many songs.
Well, so many situations.
So many songs. Calhoun Tubbs had it right.
I'm just wondering, just out the blue, we sitting here, commercials playing, and just out the blue, Jermaine said, I think Keith Sweat was a child molester.
I mean, Doc,
check this out.
If you listen to the lyrics,
there are roughly 100 to 200 million songs in the whole world.
I can believe it.
If you were to listen to every song back to back, it would take 400,000 days or 1,095 years.
Thanks.
And how about this?
And that don't even include the ones that like that you wrote that you haven't copywritten or what have you, that's not out there.
And then it says this, which I thought was really interesting. And given that the average person sings about 15,000 songs in their lifetime.
Wow. No, that's
So
breaking it down.
they're
yeah.
doing I'm taking this from Facebook. They said so we can extrapolate that humanity has recorded approximately 150 billion songs.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
Wow. And I wonder, how do they measure that?
Well, I wonder how
Yeah.
or what the thought process is. I mean, you guys have really stirred up something this morning. With you may be young, but you're ready.
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
seriously, think about it though. Like,
no. But then we were able to follow that up with how many other songs?
Yeah.
What was the stylistic one you were singing, Keith?
You're a big girl now. That was
No
the
more
first hit.
daddy, you little girl.
yeah.
You can never hit that note. Hit that note, Jermaine.
All right, I can't hit that note.
No more daddy, you little girl. What was the other one?
That was R.
that was
Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Age
Not,
ain't nothing
Keith.
but a number. Going down ain't nothing but a
That's
thing.
Aaliyah, right?
That's Aaliyah.
Oh,
R.
okay.
Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so yeah, when you really look at the lyrics, it make you think that, hey, wait a minute. And the majority of these writers was writing from experience.
Oh, I
yeah.
just realized what the segue was for that.
What was
Oh, the Girl Scout cookie.
To you, Girl Scout.
that? Bubbles.
It took a while, but it came back to me.
I got candy.
I got
That's
candy.
Carver's favorite line. Hey man, you want to buy some bottled water? No, but I've got candy. I said, Carver, you don't know how that just sounded, man.
Candy makes you
You
dance.
never do that again, man.
Candy makes you dance.
Were the kids looking for him doing Juneteenth, doing the parade? 'Cause they throw out candy.
Yeah.
414-444-5250, 414-444-5250. I'm just, and I saw it came up in my news feed this morning that the Common Council, or either Common Council or the Fire Police Commission, are looking to modify the pursuit policy in the city of Milwaukee. They talked about, I think, like 8 people last year was killed.
Well, I know it was a family. What is it? 3 or 4 of them that was killed off at 35th.
35th and Valete right there,
Yeah,
yeah.
when the
The
guy
Hmong
ran.
family there.
Right. And then on the east side there on Humboldt, where the woman
Yeah.
hit the Uber.
And then
Mhm.
and then the yeah, sure did.
Yeah, police pursuit.
Jesus.
You know, I mean, it's
I don't get it, Keith, because we're back to square one, basically, because there used to be pursuit. Then they backed off because people were getting killed. Now they went back to pursuit. Now we reevaluating it again.
because people got killed.
But they never stopped getting killed the first time.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why you went away from it.
Well, I think it was they made a lot of noise back then, and then they tried to steer away from it, but they ended up doing the same thing that they said that they was trying to get away from.
But
And-
isn't it one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't?
yeah, but for some of these chases, you don't have to chase them if you one, you got the camera system. So you can follow them. You see where they're at. You see where they're going. It's just a matter of time of you catching them. I would rather that happen than for somebody to lose their life.
But how much of it is a deterrent? That is people not letting people, like, I don't know if we should have a police pursuit because you don't have a registered car.
Right. Or because what they would do is profile these young men that when you in the car and there's 2 or more in the car,
Right.
and they look and see, and then they get behind these young men. Some of this stuff, man, they looking to start trouble, man. They looking
What's the
for
chances
stuff.
that they riding dirty?
It might be 75%, but still, I mean, if they haven't done anything, like
They're riding dirty.
it don't, but you don't know that.
That's true.
So it's so if I'm riding dirty, and I'm not smoking in the car, why are you following me? Because there's 3 people in the car. I could be riding dirty with a suit on, and it's just me in the car. But you ain't gonna get in behind me because I don't look like I'm on nothing. I got on a suit, and I can have cocaine everywhere in the car.
I know, but
Here, I go check it out. I go check it out.
we had a production meeting in the middle of the
I'm just
program.
saying. No, somebody just came to me and did the same thing. So I'm like, yeah, go check it out. Go check it out.
Check it out.
Oh, MCTS.
Oh, they here to cut a commercial?
No, they're here to be on with you, I'm told.
They didn't tell me they were supposed to be. Okay. But no.
There goes that other production meeting. Quality programming.
There you go. No, I mean, I think that you I don't know. If you're out there and
you were saying you're out there and
okay, all right. So, but if you're out driving and all of a sudden you see a police pursuit, and that's the real concern, that you have innocent people who are who've been victimized.
they're being placed in harm's way, certainly.
Yeah, I mean, and it's I was just listening to people talking about what's happening up here at Tetonia and Capitol, and because then they had another
That was
yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. I actually saw it when it happened. So if I would have left 5 minutes earlier, I probably would have got caught up in that intersection. Because as soon as I left and I'm turning here, I get to about right here to where the gas station is, and I see the car, boom, and they flip over, and it was just crazy.
All right.
So, yeah.
You're listening to Community Voice. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Paula, we thank you for your patience. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Keith, Brother Jermaine, Brother Debo. Hey, Debo just brought up a point. Now we're back to square one. If the police are not going to pursue these reckless drivers out here, and I'm not insensitive because I have loved ones. We all have loved ones that go about in this city, and I think all of us drive, and we all have witnessed the stupidity out here with this driving. And I guess it's not an easy solution, but what about all the innocent people that were killed where there wasn't a police chase involved? What about those people?
Right. Okay.
And the thing is, so for instance, if the police are chasing someone and just say they call off the chase, that person that's being chased, do you think they're going to slow down? They're going to keep driving reckless because they're trying to get away.
Right.
So
It's a complicated issue. I mean,
very much so.
You know,
yes.
and I think we always like simple solutions, but then there's always the disparate impact. We put this in place, but now it causes this, right? So let me do this, man. We can pick this up at the bottom of the hour.
Sure. Okay.
I have some guests in.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. You have a good one.
All right. We're joined in studio by two gentlemen from this Milwaukee County Transit System.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Brian Deneve.
Absolutely.
He's Director of Marketing and Communications. And Mr. Jesus Ochoa, Director of Service Development for NCTS. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
I like that jacket, man.
This one?
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate that.
That's a nice one, too. And people always come up and go, what size is that? And my guy said, my size. But here we're talking about route changes. So talk about, because they go into effect Sunday?
Yes.
Like I said, March 8th?
Yep. So we're here to kind of just obviously let all listeners know we're entering our second phase of our 2026 changes. So this Sunday, our schedules change. And with those changes, we'll have some modifications to a few routes. We'll have some updated schedules that'll assist with the detours due to construction projects. As we know, construction season's upon us, but then we also have this bigger project, I-94, that's that we're adjusting some of our detours and schedules for. So, happy to get into some of these details, but just wanted to really give the riders a heads up on the changes that are coming this Sunday, so that they're prepared for Monday, so that if they need to look at the schedule for a certain trip time that might shift, that they're aware and ready for it.
Okay, so you want to kind of divide them up. Let's talk about the impact of construction on bus routes.
Sure. Yeah. So right now we have a couple of detours that are active, and then a few changes that we're adding to the schedule. So our Connect 1 and Route 30, we're adding a little bit more time into the schedule, so that those routes it assists with the congestion that we would see from offset from I-94.
The Route 30 goes from the east side.
Yeah, so Route 30 starts on the western end at Flores and Toitonia, goes down Sherman all the way down to Wisconsin Avenue. It's kind of our U route. Goes east down Wisconsin Avenue to Van Buren, up Van Buren, all the way up to UWM, like via Prospect Farwell, all the way up to UWM. So it's one of our workhorse routes. A lot of people ride it. And then Connect 1 starts on the western end at Watertown.
Now, share with people what Connect 1 is.
Connect 1 is a bus rapid transit route. It is the first bus rapid transit route in Wisconsin. Now, there are other cities now, like Madison, that have their own bus rapid transit route. So what makes bus rapid transit very, in my mind, a lot of people's minds, very useful is it has its own dedicated lanes. It has bus stations almost, where the bus pulls up. You pay on the station itself prior to the bus coming. You get right on. It's quicker than regular service, just because you have those dedicated lanes.
Is it less stops?
Less stops as well. They're usually in the areas where more of the ridership is. So that route starts on the western end by Watertown Plank Road. It goes through the medical college and then goes on Blue Mountain, Wisconsin Avenue, all the way down to the Couture, kind of nearby where the Discovery World is. So those routes will have updated schedules to really help with that, congestion we're seeing through the construction projects.
Now, there is the work that's being done on Hawley Road, right? And I'm thinking, is that the 60 or the 68?
Yes. So the 60 is one of the other routes that is on detour right now. That one, for those that are listening, it starts on the southern end at Layton Avenue, goes up 60th Street. It usually goes over Hawley, over the interstate, but due to that closure, we are detouring via what's called Main Street between Hawley and 70th Street before hopping back on regular routing via Blue Mound. So, and that route goes all the way up to Broad Deer Road.
In terms of travel time, how much additional travel time now has been added because of the detours?
Yeah, we add. It depends on the detour. So for Route 60, I believe we added about like 6 minutes for that detour. So those are the types of changes that our scheduling department in coordination with our partners at WISDOT and internal operations folks. They find what time it takes to make these types of detours so that we can add it to the schedule. And since we can only add time to the schedule 4 times per year, we have to really plan ahead. So a lot of the changes that you'll see on ridemcts.com kind of give you a little bit a map of where the route goes and what to anticipate. So the Route 60 is one of those, or Route 27 as well. And then
that goes from
that's 27. That's the purple line. That one goes from Bayshore Mall across Silver Spring to essentially Teutonia. That then comes onto the 27th Street. Cornell 27th. Yeah.
He's very well versed.
Oh
Absolutely.
man,
Yeah.
you spent a lot of time on the buses.
Yeah,
man.
it's a great way to get around. So and that one ends all the way down in by the college Walmart down
By the airport.
by the down by down in like Doe Creek, Franklin area. So yeah, that one is currently detouring via 6th Street, kind of going across Canal by Potawatomi, and then back on Clybourne to get back to 27th Street due to a bunch of
6 minutes
closures.
on that one too. Or?
That one's a little bit more due to the fact that 27th Street's a little further away.
Okay.
But as things progress on, as streets open up, we're able to then make those changes. But then we'll obviously want to let our riders know. So
Do you all still have the freeway flyer?
So we do not have freeway flyers. We do have routes that do operate on the freeway. So our university buses,
I was going to ask you, U-Bus.
our U buses, and then we have a Route 81 that is more of a tripper level service that kind of goes. It's kind of like a hybrid. So it starts in Fond du Lac and Burleigh, goes across through downtown and into the south side before it hops on the highway. So that one's specifically tailored to getting folks to work at the Amazon in Oak Creek.
Well, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, it's a very popular route.
Yeah. Okay. Any other routes that are impacted by construction?
Yeah, so upcoming our Route 18, there, National Avenue and 35th Street, there'll be a closure going hopefully eastbound. So we will have a detour in April. It's not in effect yet, but again, it's on our website with alerts so that our riders know that, when the time comes, you'll have to maybe walk a block or two in one direction to catch the bus. That detour will be so for those that may not be familiar with Route 18, it starts at MSOE in downtown Milwaukee, kind of like Water and Knapp. Goes down Water Street all the way to National Avenue, west on National Avenue to about Greenfield, and then Greenfield all the way out to 108th Street. It's a pretty long route. So the detour will actually be right at Miller Parkway, 43rd Street, and 27th. So we'll be using Greenfield in that section instead of National. So just be on the lookout for that. And then there's ongoing detours that are continuing, like construction down at the airport that'll impact our Route 80 and Green Line. So yeah, we're entering construction season. So, we're trying to use all of our media outlets to really let riders know, hey, this is changing. Be on the lookout for that.
Now, what about the modifications based on usage?
Yeah, so the 5 routes that'll be modified starting this Sunday are Route 11 on Hampton Avenue. Today, the route goes all the way out to 124th Street. It starts out at Green Bay on the eastern end. And on Sunday, it will end at 92nd Street. The Route 22, that one's primarily on Center Street, but operates all the way out to past Mayfair Mall and all the way to 124th Street. So that one will actually terminate on the eastern end by Humboldt and Locust, near where that Collectivo is, kind of, if you can picture that. And I'll kind of go through all of them and then maybe discuss a little bit about why we chose these segments. Our Route 24, so that one starts actually at our administration building on 17th and Fond du Lac. It goes all the way down 16th and Chavez to Forest Home all the way to Southridge, and then it also goes all the way to Greendale today. So starting this Sunday, all those trips will just end at Southridge, where the ridership kind of tails off. Our Route 80, that one, it starts at the airport. It goes up via 6th Street and Green Bay Avenue, all the way up to Good Hope Road in Toitonia, and that one will end at Florist, kind of like a little north of Silver Spring, where that industrial park is. Our Route 88, that one's our Brown Deer Road route. It starts on the eastern end at Teutonia, and then it goes west all the way to 107th Street, down to Bradley, and then Bradley out to 124th, where like the Woodmans and Aldi's and a couple of shopping places are. That one will end at 107th Street. So when we were looking at these changes, we were looking at a number of factors, right? We're looking at population density. We were looking at ridership trends over time. And all of these segments tend to have a little bit of less ridership than the core part, right? So when we were making these difficult decisions, we had to look at areas that perhaps no one was, like buses were emptier throughout the times of day, but also areas that maybe riders can now connect to. So if you think of the Route 88, folks can connect into Route 73, that can still get you out to that same area. Route 22, for instance, or Route 66, which is a little bit more frequent than Route 22, can get you out to UWM. So we were trying to, really balance that with the available funds we had.
But for the most part, now people can go to the website
Yes.
to check to see the time. Is there still a number they can call, or is it just a website?
Yeah, no, our customer service, phone number is, available. You can call in. We have on our website. We actually have a whole web page that with multiple places that riders can either call, send an email, anytime for anything, right? And all that information gets filtered to our department, or if it's a different, if it's not really service related, it'll go to whoever's needed.
So, for example, in terms of me utilizing that, I need to catch the bus on that 20th and Walnut. I've just put my location in, correct?
Yeah, you can either use our UMO app that'll give you real-time information by clicking on your stop. If you don't have a smartphone, you can call our customer service and then let them know what stop ID is. And yeah, they'll give you that real-time information of when the next bus is coming. The really nice thing is that we're converting all our bus stop signs to this new style. And on that new style, the number's a lot bigger. There's a QR code. So we're trying to make it a little bit more useful than it is today for a lot of our riders to get information.
And just to add to that, if you do want to jump into the customer service line, that number is during business hours at 414-937-3218. And so 8 to 4:30 is the best time to reach somebody, live in person, and they can talk to you.
So again, these changes go into effect Sunday, March 8th.
Yep, Sunday is when the schedules change. Yeah.
And the first buses roll out, in terms of your day, was it about 4 in the morning?
It depends on the route. So, some routes do start a little earlier. It depends on, what they serve. So they serve more employment versus residential, historical ridership. Like when are people using it? So for most of these routes, they tend to start closer to 6 o'clock, but we do have a number of routes that do start at 4 in the morning.
I have a question because I haven't been on the bus in so long.
Yeah.
So do you still have transfers?
Yeah, you get a transfer with with your Umo app or card. It's a 90-minute transfer.
Okay.
If you do pay with cash, you do not get that benefit, but we do have transfers that are.
So that means if I pay with cash every time I do a transfer, I have to pay again.
Yes. Well, yeah, we try to incentivize people to get the app so that you can that riders can get the benefits of our fare capping.
Or the Wisco card,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
the payment card system that is also available.
I smiled because the transfers were that little piece of paper, and how we just saw how it evolved from if it was the 22. I'm trying to remember how it worked. Like if it was the 22, I could use it one time. It was confusing, but you had to transfer, and then if you got off the bus, people say you're gonna, because there was a time on it, right? And so use your transfer. So I just wondered. So now you can transfer if you're digital. And then you pay if it's cash.
Correct.
What else do people need to know about these modifications?
Yeah, I would say for some of these routes, they're not only just shrinking, but the frequency might be a little less than today, right? So definitely take a look at the new schedules, see if maybe your trip time changed, if you're making connections, if you're transferring, for instance. Try to see if maybe there's a new trip pattern for that works for your particular trip. We all live in different places. We all go to different places, whether it's for work, school, shopping, recreation. Anytime anything changes in one schedule, it can impact your trip. So definitely take a look at our website for the updated schedules. Use the app, the trip planner. It's really useful and it's in real time, so it'll give you the best trip for you. So I would say just prepare for Monday, and if you have any questions, definitely reach out to our customer service line, and we'd be happy to help.
And I'm really getting ahead of myself. So will we still have the shuttles for Summerfest?
Summerfest, potentially. We're still, that is an annual program that we are, still in conversations with. So,
Okay.
but it's been a long-term program,
Right.
And has been very popularly recognized.
Yeah, I mean, it beats the parking. Maybe get you down. And
just to clarify, even though beyond the actual annual Summerfest shuttles, there's still a number of routes that serve the fairgrounds, throughout the summer, throughout the entire festival season. So Connect One being one, some of the other ones, Jesus, that serve that.
Absolutely. Water Street, we have Green Line, 15, 18, 8, all those routes come very frequently. So, it's on all the routes that kind of go through Water Street, like we see an influx of rides during those festivals. So a lot of our riders utilize our fixed route service as well.
And I probably want to emphasize also there is the hop that now has the lakefront line that drops off at the Couture station. I think this will be the second summer that's in place. So you can always get creative when it comes to using the hop or connecting with MCTS buses, parking maybe half a mile away, and then so hybridizing it on your own way. So there's a lot of ways to get with your trip.
I go down to Intermodal to go to Bastille Days. Take the hop over.
Yeah.
You can park down there and get dropped off. Get back to the car.
We're in the business of moving people, right? And transit does that really well.
Mr. Brian Deneve, Director of Marketing and Communications, Mr. Jesus Ochoa, Director of Service Development for MCTS, and again talking about the changing in routes, which happens on Sunday, March 8th. Again, you can go to the MCTS website,
ridemcts.com, yes,
or you can call the customer service line. Yep. All right. You're listening to Community Voice. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. I'm just sitting up here. We was talking about there's a song for everything, and
Rainy days and Mondays always get me,
me
down.
down. Yeah. Or the classic, "I Saw You
Walking
and
in
Him
rain.
Walking in the Rain."
You were holding hands, and I'll
Never be the same.
Dr. Meyer's song, according to Michelle. That's,
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You crumb snatching something. He giving her the business. You can get on out of here with that old.
I don't know if that was
rap,
like
rap.
one of the first raps, but he broke her down, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tricks are for kids.
How was your day? Go on, sit on down. Sit on down. I missed you so much. I followed you today. Yeah, you give her the business and just run it straight down.
Do.
Wait, another one.
Do.
I wanna go outside in the rain. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Walking in the rain with the one you love.
Walking in the rain with the one I love feels so fine.
I like Rainy Days and
Give me
Mondays.
another
though.
rainy song.
That was the Mamas and Papas, right?
It never rains in Southern California.
Huh?
Well, I'm just talking about songs with rain in it.
I know.
What
But that song that it never rains. in Southern California.
God didn't make little green apples. It don't rain.
But
in California in the summertime, that was Bill Withers.
Yeah, it was. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying that it's a lie that it don't rain in Southern California. It do.
Oh yeah. They can. It's just a kind of a misty day, and just.
I wonder where they going with them suitcases.
Don't go under the apple tree.
They kind of young to be evicted.
And anyone else but me.
Yeah.
Anyone else but me.
When it's cold outside.
Don't go under the apple tree. Anyone else but me. They don't know nothing about that
So
one.
now y'all done reverted to fruit songs.
Yeah, hey, man, that's the joint.
What's that?
Don't go under the apple tree with anyone else but me.
Jack and Jill went up the hill.
The fetch
Fetch a kettle. What happened to?
The fetch a pail of water. Right?
What happened to Jill when she got at the top of
Jack
the hill?
fell down and Jill broke his. Wait.
Wait, I forgot wait.
Didn't Parliament use that?
Yeah,
Who
wait.
did Jack and Jill went up the hill?
Jack and Jill?
Well, I know Ray Parkman did a version of it.
Did he?
Jack.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He needed love he couldn't get from Jill.
Yeah, Ray Parker Jr. Radio. Going through school in love.
Yeah.
Oh man. Ray Parker said when they did his song, he said that it's really crazy in the record business where you have half your money you consider a financial success.
Half your money.
Yeah, he said half your money you consider financial success in
Right.
music. Caller, welcome to the program.
Hey, how you doing, Keith?
Good.
This is Annette.
Oh, hey. She said, Annette?
It's Annette, yes.
Hey, Annette, how are you? Long time no talk to.
I know, hey. Hi, Debo.
Hello, how are you?
I'm blessed.
Good. Thanks
Blessed
for
as
asking.
well. And of course, the most fabulous person with the wonderful laugh is my guy right out.
Well, mother.
All right, Angela.
Oh, man. Pretty J, what they call it.
Hey, watch out, Jack.
All right,
You
y'all
got-
gonna get
you
Angela
got-
riled up. Angela
You got
gonna
a
be
fan
calling.
club out there, but your fan club can turn into stalkers. You know that, right?
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I
You
take
and
it
I
easy
ain't
with the
saying-
love.
Yeah,
See that? Angela gonna be calling. That's where you get your Girl Scout cookies.
See,
that's right. You and Keith and I are the same age, so I know how old Keith is. When you start talking about the Jetsons
oh yeah.
and
I saw the
Flintstones,
syndication.
and the Flintstones, and oh God, some of the most. We had the cartoons, and of course, Lost in Space with he had his wife, his son. Oh gosh, we had a couple of them up in there. And don't forget the John Boy and all those humble And then of course the Laughing Show.
Okay, and so we the same age. So let me test you. What was the dog's name in the Jetsons?
Oh man, and you know when you get older, your brain kind of just. I can't.
I know that one.
Dog's name
Was
in the
Elroy.
Jetson. No, Elroy was the son.
Elroy?
Judy was the daughter.
So Judy Elroy was the son. The dog name was
Meet George Jetson.
Jane, his
Judy?
wife.
Jane, his wife.
He had a dog.
Daughter Judy.
Yeah.
Yeah, big dog.
Elroy. What's the
Wasn't they on
name?
planet?
What's his name?
Whoa.
Was it land on some planet and couldn't wanted to go home or something?
Wait, it wasn't Pluto, was it?
No.
I thought they were on a planet.
Astro.
Astro. Yeah, I knew it was one of those.
Now the fact that I even know that
Tells us what, Keith?
Huh?
Tells us what?
I don't know what it tells us that I would be down to that minute detail. I'm trying to think, what was his boss's name?
The one you to with all the
But what was the maid's name? She was a robot, wasn't she?
She was Rosie.
Rosie?
Oh, that's right. That's Rosie.
She was Rosie. But what was Mr.
Slater? No.
Yeah.
You know.
Hold on, man. Now y'all got me the boss. Keon would know this. Keon was a big Hanna-Barbera cartoon fan. What's his name? In the Jetsons.
Mm-hmm. You did that. Keith, I wanted to say something to you once we get back to the Jetson. Yesterday, and I know we were talking about the bus drivers and the incident that happened over there by you guys, right? A shout out to our bus drivers because my husband and I were going to pick up my medication. We were downtown yesterday, and I saw a bus driver just standing out there getting cussed out. He was so professional by a passenger out down in Wisconsin. And I'm like, why? I told my husband, I said, he was just trying his best not to hit this guy. This guy was getting ready to attack this bus driver. He was waiting for his relief to come and take, the bus for his shift, changing shifts. He says, and you can see his face saying, as long as you don't hit me, I'm good. So to that bus driver, if he's listening, he was so professional. The guy was trying to get all up in his face and try to just intimidate him to hit him, daring him to hit him. So our bus drivers are under attack as well. I believe we had, and it angers me that this is your transportation. They're doing their job. And to the bus drivers, I just wanted to do that this morning because it's in our faces. They are in danger too.
Yep.
God bless our bus drivers as well.
Yep. My Kennedy's dad is a bus driver. And so we really worry about him. So shout out the folks that get out there. And here's the other thing. We just have some crazy people out here, and chances are they're going to be on the bus sometimes. But yeah, man, I agree with you. We really should shout out bus drivers. It's a thankless job where people get out. Now, the only time I ever got mad at the transit system, and I got particularly mad at the union, and come to find out, I don't know if he's still president, but the president then was a former classmate of mine at Parkman. Was they went out they didn't go on strike because it's illegal for them to strike, but they didn't show up for work. And it was the July 3rd, which was the fireworks, and the Isley Brothers was at Summerfest, and there was no way I could get near it. And then I thought I had reserved this parking spot at this parking lot. Wrong. Wasn't nobody monitoring it. So I was like, wow, that was crazy. Yeah. So I was a little salty with them. And then people come back. The Isley Brothers, man, that was a great show. I was like, oh, okay. So you just don't add salt to the room.
Show anyway.
Yeah, just add salt.
Who was that? Verlon Reed?
Who?
Yeah.
From the
Where
bus
is
company.
it?
You said the union president
I'm
at
trying
the
to
time.
remember
I think it was Verlon.
Okay.
Well, you all have a blessed
All right,
weekend. I just
all
wanted
right.
to holler at y'all.
All right.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Appreciate you. Okay.
I think
Does
you got
anybody
another
come up
caller.
with the name?
Did you have another caller?
Yeah, he did.
No.
Well, he actually. Well, you did have a caller, but he left. But
Where
he
you go?
did. I don't know where he went. I'm
Where
trying
go?
to get him to
Go
stay.
get him.
But he did have the name of
Okay.
the office where he worked at. And it was Spacely Crockett or something like that.
Spacely Space Sprockets.
Yeah, Sprockets.
And his name?
Cosmos.
Spacely.
Yeah.
Mr. Spacely. I
That's
think
right.
in the Flintstones, wasn't it Mr. Granite?
Who Fred worked for?
Yeah, Fred worked for Mr. Granite.
You're fired.
But I like Astro because Astro was talking and
Yeah.
he would, hear Astro hear a dog talk. And anybody what was the dinosaur's name in
Dino.
Dino? Dino. Bam Bam. Pebbles. I wonder how Pebbles got that nickname.
Now I wonder how Pebbles look now.
With her
Cartoon, man.
No, Pebbles.
He talking about
Pebbles, yeah. Pebbles.
Yeah, Pebbles.
Pebbles. Was it TLC? Did she
Yeah.
have TLC?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pebbles.
Oh, so you referring to
now.
the actual Pebbles?
Yeah,
singer.
Pebbles.
I thought you was talking about the
Oh, you
little
was talking
baby.
about the-
Little
Pebbles.
baby Pebbles.
Like, there you go with them Girl Scout cookies again.
Bam, bam.
Yeah, and Bam Bam was adopted.
Right.
Barney
he was a
adopted.
foundling.
Yeah.
Barney and
'Cause
Betty.
Barney and Betty
Couldn't have
adopted.
kids.
Right, so they adopt. That's right.
Yeah.
But he
So-
was
so
bad.
who-
Bam
who-
Bam was bad.
Who did you like better as a woman, Betty or
Betty.
Wilma?
Betty was fine to me, man. Yeah,
Betty.
Women just
Betty.
she had
Betty.
like a big head or something. Man.
Betty. Yeah, I Betty. Yeah, it was Betty. So Gilligan's Island. So Ginger or Mary Ann?
Mary Ann for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Because she was so wholesome.
Yeah. 'Cause Ginger was just, starstruck, wanted to be a star,
Tina Louise.
Hey, now they say that Fred Flintstone boss name was Mr. Slate.
Mr. Slade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
question.
he just snapped and said, "Man, y'all get y'all cartoon names right."
Hey man, not to offend. Didn't mean to
I was trying
offend.
to put him in, but he left, man.
Didn't mean to offend. Yeah, those were Hanna-Barbera's.
Yeah.
And they because I think the Flintstones was the first primetime cartoon.
I used to rush home too. Like I think Flintstones came on when I was in school. I think around 2 or 3 o'clock is when they came on.
This is when you was at Greenfield.
No, this was when I was in Underwood.
What so what was the cereal that came from the
Flintstone
Flintstones?
cereals?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Flintstones.
Because they had vitamins.
Oh, the vitamins was
Flintstone
gross.
vitamins?
They was the worst. Oh my God, those Flintstone vitamins. Ugh.
We had such a
Well,
we
my
had
favorite cereal of all time would have been
Ugh.
the original Captain Crunch.
Yep. Come on, man.
Captain Crack.
The original.
Yeah, them Captain
Captain
Crunch,
Crack.
man.
Yeah.
That's
So
crack.
with no berries
And-
in it and
yeah,
none of that.
that,
It was just
all
the
that
original.
newfangled stuff.
Yeah, Doc.
You
Yeah.
get just the right amount of milk, and then when you get done with the cereal, that milk was just like,
No, but what about those cereals? Man, they came in the bag, man. It was the bootleg version of the puffs
no, man.
and
No. This
on the
dude-
corn puffs
Yeah.
and like the sweet
Look like big old
yeah, and the big old bag.
Yeah, you get a big old bag.
bag. I never liked like Rice Krispies.
No,
No, never liked Rice Krispies. I know
I like
Rhonda
Rice
with
Krispies,
the
but I have
kids.
to put sugar in it.
Yeah, they did Rice Krispie treats. They
I love Rice Krispie treats.
really
Oh my God.
too much
Oh.
air.
No, it depends on who make them. Because if they make them right with the butter and the marshmallows and ooh. Yeah.
Caller, welcome to the program.
He having a moment.
Hey, I did. I just tasted it. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, this is my first time call. I like to call in with more serious stuff, but
No, that's fine. We some things happened. We had to move some things around, so you're fine.
it's all right. Yeah, I think his name was Cosmo Kramer.
Mr. Cosmos. It was Cosmos Spacely. Mr. Spacely.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did you watch the Jetsons back in the day?
Man, I think so. I hit it a couple times, but I was busy. I was a busybody back in them days.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Man, Cartoon Saturday was that was the highlight of my week, man.
I had a paper route. I was out there pulling a wagon in the hot sun. I had a paper route back in them days.
Don't make us feel guilty. Man, I was out there. I was like 8. How old were you when you had your paper route?
13, right there. When first, as soon as I could get my worker's permit, I had a paper route.
What shack did you use?
12 over on Green Bay.
Over
right
by
off of Green Bay, over by the Butterburger, over there by Roof Scheme, over there.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one I remember, because I spent time, because we lived on Center Street, was the one right there on 7th and Center.
Yeah, man, I had a paper route over there, and I had two. Actually, I had it for a couple of times. I used to go on the east side too, over in Fratney, because I lived on 2nd Lane. I lived over there by you, Keith. I know where you used to stay at over there. I lived on 2nd Lane. They used to call us the Lane Brains.
Okay, over there near Locust.
Over on 2nd and Keith.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, down in the valley. Okay,
right over at Downing Box. Yeah,
You was over by Victor Burger.
Yep, we go there to the social, to the sock hop, all that stuff, man.
Yeah, my grandmother used to live right there in the 3300 block of 2nd Street.
I went to high school with the guy's dad, who was president of Downing Box Company, Mr. Bowen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you, wow. I remember that one over on Green Bay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what was it like when you had to go collect?
It was very nice, man. When I handed out calendars, man, I got so much money around Christmas time. I would give everybody a calendar, man. They gave me so many gifts, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it was beautiful. My route was off of 6th Street. I did 6th and 7th Street over off of Green Bay Avenue, because I went to Green Bay Avenue too.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you're doing the Sentinel or the Journal?
I did the Journal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? What was it like putting together that Sunday paper? Because you
subbing them. Oh man, I was an expert subber. I subbed my papers, and yeah, man, that was a task. I had everybody in my family subbing my papers for me. I get home, my papers be subbed already. Sometimes.
You had a wagon?
I had to have a wagon.
Well, some people had the actual bags.
No.
I had a wagon. I had 2 million customers for a bag.
Flyer wagon.
The radio flyer?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did papers too?
Oh yeah, I used to pick up on Hopkins. You remember right there where the railroad tracks is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang up with y'all. My first time calling, man. I really appreciate y'all every day. I listen to y'all pretty much every day, and I appreciate the information I get from you all. Keep it coming.
All right,
thanks, brother.
Everything you want to know about cartoons, keep listening to Community Voice.
Quality programming at its best.
Quality programming at its best. About everything and about nothing.
You know, sometimes it's just cool to just shoot from the hip, you know. So serious out here, man. I mean, sometimes you just gotta relax.
Yeah, man, because you know, you can get overwhelmed with this. You know, you watch the news and you go like, man, boy, you know what. But I was watching a documentary this morning, 1968, and it was about the 68 Mexico City Olympic Games.
Uh-huh.
And there were some things that it gave a really different insight into what was going on that year, and the number of people who everybody talks about Tommy Smith and John Carlos, right? But there were other people who were also protesting during that Olympics. They didn't do it where it got the notoriety of John Carlos and Tommy Smith. But 68 was an incredible year. I mean, that year, America looked like the world was about to explode. Everything was going on. They had 68 was the highest number of fatalities in the Vietnam War. Dr. King was assassinated in 68. Bobby Kennedy was assassinated in 68. Man, they had the riots at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. It was just going on, and all the stuff that was going on in the streets. It was a crazy time. And, you know, to be a kid, you're trying to make sense out of it. A lot of times I couldn't. And I want to say that would have been, no, 69 was my first year at Parkland. Caller, you can call back 414-444-5250. But you know that when people take principle, you can lose everything taking a stand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can lose everything. And these dudes lost everything. And then they talked about, I think it was either John Carlos, where George Foreman had won the heavyweight gold medal in '68, and he waved the American flag. And, you know, when John Carlos, Tommy Smith, he wrote a letter to John Carlos and wrote him a check. Because, you know, John Carlos couldn't get jobs. That's just how bad they blackballed them. Caller, welcome to the program.
Hi, Keith.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Is this
Dorothy? What?
Who's this?
Who's Angela?
Who?
Angela.
Oh, hey, Angela, don't get offended.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Who did you thought I was?
I thought you was Dorothy. No,
Dorothy?
Yeah, Dorothy ain't called in a while.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Angela, how are you?
I'm doing good, Chief. How you doing?
Doing all right for a black man living in America?
I know that's right. I'm doing all right to be a black queen living in America.
Yeah. So what's on your mind?
Huh?
What's on your mind?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen to this. Now let me put this in terms to you. If you have a dear friend that y'all been friends for years, and they was going through and took it out on you, y'all just talking, but they always telling you they itinerary, giving you every detail on where they're going and what they're doing, and you're not asking. Now, how would you handle that if they said something to you out of pocket? You know, like you didn't ask, but you're volunteering all this information. How would you handle that? Do you think you would have said something crazy to them, or just said, fall back and just say, hey, I'm stand down for a minute and let you go through what you're going through, or be there for them?
Well, that's the choice of friendship, that sometimes you have to put up with things that might cause you a certain level of discomfort. Is that the cost of friendship? I mean, that is your friend, right?
Yeah, but if they volunteering the information to me, I'm never asking. I just didn't like the way they came off at me yesterday, and I wanted to just cheer in, but I did. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I just said, hey, listen, I'll holler at you later. You know, I have to hang up the phone and say goodbye, you know, in a nice, respectful way, but it just eating at me. You know what I'm saying? Because you volunteering, telling me your itinerary, and I'm not asking. But then when I say something, you snap for no reason. And I don't like that disrespect.
They didn't snap for no reason. You did say something. What did you say?
Oh, no. Well, they said they were going to do something. I said, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. And then I said, okay, don't forget to call again. That's when they snap. I ain't got to be telling you every time I go nowhere. I never asked you to tell me where you going. You're always telling me anyway.
That's a tough one. You know, oh, wise one, what do you think?
Well,
Yes, wise one.
Oh, wise one.
please give us the wisdom, old wise one.
Oh, please. Sensei.
Hashitashi. Well, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger once said, I'll be back. So just take that and run with it.
Angela, you done stuffed old wise one.
Hashitashi.
Now, normally old wise one would have an answer for you, but old wise one doesn't.
No.
Please give us the wisdom, old wise one.
Please, your wisdom, old wise one.
Tell you stood for that.
Hey, wait a minute. He popped up and had that look of gravitas and seriousness. Like, oh man, you want to go and change into your oh wise one?
Right. Get it together. You got the crystal ball.
Right.
Okay, you guys. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I have a good one.
Take care. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning. What they call it did?
First you love me, then you hate me, then you love me
That's
again.
a game for fools.
Call back, caller.
Make up to break up. That's all we do.
First you love me,
Then you
hate me,
but that's a game.
for fool.
Oh, here's that note. True love. Oh man, this studio sets off my allergies.
Man, listen, y'all think I'm playing. I got this fan and I'm going crazy, but man, I cannot figure out this air situation here, man.
Less layers.
No, man, less layers.
Less layers.
Less layers
as needed.
No, I'm saying it's needed because one way is cold.
Hey, Devo, it's a heat stroke.
Yeah.
Heat stroke.
I don't know how to dress, man. Jesus. It's hot, cold, and lukewarm. I don't know what to do.
What was Jesus's government name?
The
And the reason why I say that is how many people think that Christ is Jesus's last name?
That is right.
It's not his last name. It's not his government name. Jesus.
No, that is his last name because
It's not his
wait,
last name.
Wait. You know what? Because there
Jesus
was.
ben Joseph.
So why then? Back then when? Because it was a lot of people named Jesus back then, but it was Jesus of Nazareth. It was Jesus of.
Jesus is at a press conference. Mr. Christ.
Yes, sir. You over there.
Christ. No, Christ is not his last name. That's not his government name.
It's not his government name?
That's not his Hebrew name. I think it's Jesus Ben. Ben means son of Joseph.
So what was Joseph's last name?
I would have to whoever Joseph's daddy was. That's how they
what was Jermaine's last name. Whoever Jermaine daddy was.
Let's see. What do you mean that's not the word is a title? Thank you, Craig. Thank you.
Michelle wants to know, what do you mean that's not his last name?
That is his last name. Jesus the Christ.
No, it wasn't.
You didn't see the text message from Michelle? What you mean that ain't Jesus?
So you mean that when he
Christos,
filled out papers?
Christos is, I think, Savior, Messiah.
It's great.
Yeah. No, that wasn't. I know a lot of people really believe that's his last name, but it's not really his last name.
Keith, you can never just come in. And
so
do
did
a show.
Jesus have a middle
You gotta
name?
put something on the table before you go to leave him hanging, huh?
Well, I'm just.
You're gonna get a lot of pushback on that last name.
Well, I think it's because we put it together, but that's not. He was. What does Christos mean? Follower of Christ. Comes from the more commonly known Christian. Yeah, and actually Christos is a boy's name of Latin and Greek origin, meaning follower of Christ. So that was added when we went, because the Bible was translated from part Aramaic, but Hebrew to Latin, no, Hebrew to Greek to Latin to English. I was listening to this woman. She was so funny. And she said there was a bill that they put up in the Texas legislature. And there was this whole thing about having the Bibles in school. And she said something about, well, are you going to use the Greek version? And she said, no, Jesus spoke in English, and that's good enough for me. Well, Jesus didn't speak in English. Jesus spoke in Aramaic. and some Hebrew. And it was the translations. And there's this thing called Hellenization of the world. And Hellenization was really big during the Roman Empire. Rome was great in terms of engineering and mechanics and military strategy. But it was the Greeks who were about the education. So, Socrates, Plato, right, these guys. And so Hellenization was that if you were educated during that time, during the time of Jesus, the sign of your education was that you spoke Greek.
Now, did you know that Jesus tried to be a mechanic, but he couldn't figure it out?
Caller, welcome to the program.
I got the scripture to back it up, too.
Okay, all right. Marvel not.
Nope.
Caller, welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. Ticket. Hey, listen, I had to butt in because two things I heard that jerked my ears. Right out there were a bunch of people named Jesus back then. Well, we know that the letter J had not yet been introduced to the alphabet.
I think it was Jesus.
It was Jesus because it was Jesus. It was Jesus of Nazareth, and then there was other people that had that name, and that's why they had to identify him from Nazareth, brother.
As long as it's put in the proper. Listen, I can agree with that.
Well, then what you talking about then? If you can agree with it,
the surnames, you're talking about the last name of Christ. There's those people over there. The surname didn't mean anything to them. Man. It was no surname. You go to the genealogy, you go to the Chronicles, and you go to the graveyard.
He would take on the last name of his father.
His father ain't got no last name. There's no surnames over there. Listen, man, if you go to the Chronicles, go to the graveyard of the Bible and dig up some of the kings and dig up the genealogy, and you'll see no last names. They didn't have surnames. And yesterday we were talking about that Mongolian guy, and I told you I couldn't call his granddaddy name. Right. His granddaddy is the founder of the Mongolian king temple. I couldn't think of his name, but his granddaddy is the guy that you called, Keith. And I said, yeah, he's my man. He's the grandson of my guy. But dude's granddaddy is the one that made that was the emperor of that Mongolian whole deal when they decided to take over Saudi Arabia. That's why they look Chinese, man. They wear them turbans. See all that them Indians that wear them Arabs that wear them turbans and things. That's all that Asian culture, man, that Mongolian culture. But anyway, I just thought I'd call in, man. All right, let me get out of here.
Man, what's your last name, man?
I think he act like he dropped some knowledge.
Yeah,
all right, let me thank Mr. Brian.
He just literate. That's what he did.
Denise, let me thank Mr. Jesus Ochoa. Debo, thank you. Jermaine, thank you. Callers, we thank you. The good Lord willing, Creek don't rise. Hope to talk to everybody tomorrow. And as always, go from this place in peace.